Oh, oh,
Ooh.
ooh. Hello, everybody.
Yo.
Welcome to season 3, episode 7 of the Everything About Everything Sports Podcast.
Guys talking about sticks and balls.
That was a nice crack.
Yeah, it was a fresh Arizona that I popped.
Ooh. So Easter is tomorrow, obviously. So we're recording today.
Happy Easter.
Happy Easter. Enjoy the ham. Enjoy the, I don't know what people do for Easter anymore. We're grown.
Yeah,
We-
ham seems to be the thing. Well, I'm Polish too, so we have kielbasa.
Pierogies.
I don't think we have pierogies on Easter.
I do.
Oh,
But I have the kielbasa,
yeah.
shit like that. But,
My aunt makes meatballs.
oh, meatball.
Yeah, meatballs.
But yeah, Easter isn't really about bunnies and shit no more. So,
No, yeah, it's much deeper meaning.
yes. But also, it's just like not like a crazy holiday compared to like other shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
No, yeah, it's not as widely kind of marketed anymore, I think. I feel
yeah.
like Thanksgiving, Halloween, Christmas, 4th of July are all like
Yeah.
more marketed. I mean, you still have like stuff in like stores and stuff like that.
yeah.
You'll have the displays and whatever, places have like Easter bunnies and stuff like that. Like they have Santa Claus, but
It's probably because I don't watch TV all that much anymore.
no, yeah,
But I don't remember seeing any like Easter commercials.
no, yeah. I mean, normally you'd have like if it was
Something.
Halloween, you'd see Halloween commercials left and right.
Yeah.
Or Christmas, same thing.
Even
Christmas, too.
before, dude, like it's the vast cutoff, like it'll be like September, like halfway through September, and it's like spooky season's right around the corner.
Yeah,
And then as soon, literally October or November 1st, Christmas. Just
Dude,
fuck Thanksgiving,
yeah,
going to
right.
Christmas.
Well, the same thing with Halloween. Like September, right after Labor Day, which I think is like beginning of September, beginning of September.
December 4th.
Yeah, it's like that's like when Halloween starts,
Yeah.
or it's like as soon as like August is over, it's like okay, it's Halloween.
Yeah, dude. There's like certain ones where you're just like, damn.
Right. Yeah.
But, enjoy Easter. Everybody should enjoy Easter.
And then New Year's even kind of gets glossed over now, a little bit, and then it goes right to like Valentine's and St. Patty's Day.
But, enjoy it.
Oh yeah.
We'll enjoy it. That's why we're recording today. So,
Okay.
what do we want to start with today? Do you want to rip? Let's rip off the Band-Aid.
Oh yeah. Oh god.
Just rip it off.
Red Wings missed the playoffs for 9 consecutive years now. Dude, it's where do I even start, man?
I'll start with this. Me and Mitchell were talking about it yesterday at the bar. I go, and in my car, and actually we were talking about it while we were walking around my dad's neighborhood with cigars. We were smoking the stogs.
Smoking.
And I go, man, dude, it's like rough when the Red Wings basically do nothing,
Yeah.
And I'm like, literally, this Iserman dude, I go, it's like his 7-year out of 10-year plan, he's done fuck all,
Yeah, I mean,
I go, and Mitchell's like, well, he has legacy, don't he? I go, he's won Stanley Cups. I go,
as a player.
yes, he has as a player, and Mitchell didn't know that he was a GM. He's like, oh yeah, fuck that dude, get him out.
Dude, I mean,
I'm like, come on, man.
I think it's year 6 of his tenure, 9 years since we missed the playoffs. Really, he didn't win the Stanley Cups with Tampa. I just found that out, I think, earlier this year. He had left, and then Tampa went on those 2 Stanley Cup runs and won back-to-back. But everybody that he had brought to the team pretty much was there when he was GM.
Yeah.
So it was just a matter of time. But I mean, you could look at, I mean, with the draft, you could look at Yzerman's first round picks, and yeah, sure, a lot of his first round picks have worked out. You have, um, Rasmussen or not Rasmussen, Raymond Sider. You have Edvinson, Johansson, which I don't know if he's a first round pick or not. But then you have Kosa, Augustine. Like a lot of these guys are really like they're coming up hot, and they're going to be pieces for us for a long time. But you look at the rest of the draft and the rest of the moves that he's made. I mean, he's signing like it seems like he's addicted to getting guys who are like depth pieces,
Yeah.
but you have too many depth pieces. You
Yeah.
eventually just have to get
A star.
you have to get you have to get someone who you can plug into your top four comfortably.
Yeah. If his name wasn't, Yzerman,
He'd be gone by now,
he would have been gone.
like year 4.
Yeah. And I don't think people now hockey people understand it, but if you talk to the casual like me technically,
Yeah.
they would just be like, "Oh, whatever."
I mean, yeah, but like think about how like I don't know what you could really compare it to. Look at Rob Saleh from the New York Giants or New York Jets.
Yeah, right. Honestly, the closest thing would be like right now he's just turning into Matt Patricia.
No. That's not because Matt Patricia tanked this team. This team has been growing underneath him, but it's like inching along. It's like we're crawling out the door. Matt Patricia just straight up was like backing away from the door and shut it on himself.
Yeah.
Like and Matt Patricia he wasn't this otherworldly player, and he didn't play for this team back in the day. I feel like this would be if like Tom Brady became a coach for the New England Patriots, and they were kind of like where the Bengals are right now.
All offense and no defense.
Oh, well, no, like in the spot of like
Oh.
they haven't made the playoffs in what 3 years now, 4 years now.
Yeah, going out for.
So, the Super Bowl. Let's not look at that because the Red Wings haven't made the playoffs, let alone the Stanley Cup. So,
Yeah.
but it's very frustrating. And I had I don't know what you would call it, like an example of like we're waiting for the rain to come.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like we talked about this like a few podcasts ago. It was like we see the storm cloud going overhead. Like we see the free agent market. We see the trade deadline. We see these guys moving around, moves being made, players who we can get. And we see these clouds going overhead, and we want it to rain, so our crops can grow. We can go to the playoffs.
Yeah.
But then it just doesn't.
Yeah, you're like, ah!
Or it starts sprinkling for like 5 minutes, and then it's clear skies.
Yeah.
And it's like, dude, like what the hell's going on here? And like I was saying too, like you have all these depth players, all these veteran players that are on terrible contracts. Why is Justin Hall making $5 million a year? Why do I have to look at Jeff Petrie? I get it that his dad was here and he was a Tiger, and he has ties to the team and stuff like that, but Jesus Christ. I mean, there comes a time where you have to move, come on, man.
Yeah. Side note, I'm looking at this. Absolutely no way this should be in anybody's body.
No, yeah, that looks like the blue pot from Fortnite.
Yeah, I'm about to read the ingredients on this shit. Hold on. I drink some fucked up shit.
If you can pronounce it.
Contains carbonated water, cane sugar,
Okay.
citric acid, sodium benzoate.
Oh.
I can pronounce it though. Sodium citrate.
Okay.
So salt with something and then salt with something.
Yep.
Natural and artificial flavor. That's all artificial, but
Right, yeah. And then look at the ingredients for the artificial flavoring, and it's like
sucralose.
Oh.
No. Yeah, sucralose. Yeah, it's sucralose. I thought I was reading it wrong. It's
Oh yeah, ester gum.
yeah. I don't know what that is. Gum acai,
Okay.
ester gum, and Astaflame Potassium Blue #1.
Oh fuck yeah. Gotta get the blue #1 in there.
All right, let's.
But I think we just passed the 10-minute mark with that F-bomb.
Oh,
It
I
was
already said fuck
did
multiple times.
Oh, okay.
We ain't family friendly. We say it's family friendly.
We try to.
Oh, that was terrible.
Where's the crack? You gotta get the... Okay, there you go.
There you go.
But
Let's see how this blue #1 tastes.
the blue #1. But no, it's frustrating to see other teams around the NHL kind of get ahead of us. Like there are other teams who have had a playoff run, a rebuild, and are now entering another playoff run before we've even made one. And
It's like we're the Cowboys.
dude, yeah, honestly, yes, it is.
No.
Yes,
No.
I would be fully comfortable saying that the Red Wings are the Cowboys of the NHL right now.
Oh no.
Very similar states. At least, but I mean, at least the Red Wings are contending for a playoff spot.
Yeah.
And the Cowboys are just in free fall. But and we don't have an incompetent owner / GM. We have a competent owner and you would think competent GM. But that's the thing too. It's like
As one hopes.
as one would hope, because you hope that the name that's attached to the GM would make you think that he's seen something and that he knows what he's doing because he's been around the game for so long and he's been in different types of environments and he has that hockey IQ and he's been at the top of the game and he's seen teams fall and teams rebuild and things like that, and he did it with Tampa. Like, he got them 2 Stanley Cups. But how many years? I mean, I can't remember how many years he was there or how long that took. But you also drafted some otherworldly players on Tampa. I think he drafted Kucherov. He had Hedman, Vasilevsky. He drafted a couple other dudes, I'm pretty sure. Sergachev, I think he drafted him. Or maybe he traded him.
The thing is, like, what I don't like. Yes, you have to like scout these players correctly and everything,
Right.
but also a lot of that just is because the player works his ass off. You know.
No, yeah, and that's what I'm saying too. Like, he has had good draft, like good players in the draft, but I mean, we're seeing guys come up 2 years out of the minors and they're making an impact in the same year that they're drafted.
Yeah.
Like Ivan Demidov, like he came up and he's going to be in the playoffs with the Habs right now. And there are other players that have just. I mean, I don't know if you can really say just not as much talent as the guys that we have. Like Raymond, Seider, Larkin, who's the other? Marco Kasper, he's blossomed. Like, there are players on this team who are fantastic and who would play really good roles on other teams. But then you put them on this team with the depth pieces that we have, and it's just not working.
I'm going to ask you to taste this. Sorry, I am listening to you, but this is a side note. I'm going to ask you to taste this, and other than blue, like straight up melted blue raspberry frosty, what do you taste?
I'm sure I've had this before. That's all I taste. Just carbonated, melted blue frosty.
To me, it tastes like that, and they just decided to throw like 3 warheads in there.
Oh, I mean, I guess. The carbonation kind of masks the sourness for me a little bit.
That blue #1.
Yeah. Whatever the hell they got in there.
Dude, if you go over to like Canada, they would ban you for having this.
Dude, yeah, they'd be like, don't bring that radioactive waste into our country.
I'm sure. Oh yeah, dude. I still. Oh my. I want to go to Montreal now.
Montreal.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, yeah. Everything's gonna be in French.
That's all right.
It's not gonna be in English. Well, most of it will be in English. Yep.
It's all right.
So, but I mean, but nice segue. Montreal. Look at them.
I didn't even try, but
Oh, okay. Well, Montreal, they're now in the playoffs for the second time in 5 years, and they've made a little bit of a rebuild. And they have pretty much the same roster that they have of last time, except they restructured they have a lot more younger guys on their team than they did last time. And they have a new goaltender who's played pretty good. And that's pretty much what the Red Wings have done.
yeah,
But we haven't gained any ground. Or we have gained ground, but we haven't gotten to the spot that they are.
yeah.
And they literally passed us up this year. They took that wild
man.
card spot, the second wild card spot.
That hurts.
Dude, it really does, because there are there are players that we can get, and there are players that you would think that we would go out and get. It's like, oh, this guy fits perfect, and then no, we get guys like Vladimir Tarasenko and Craig Smith, who very good hockey players, have helped a lot, but aren't what we need.
Yeah.
And that's just the bottom line.
Yeah.
It's just we're not getting what we need. If we're like maybe a really good defense, well, I don't know, really good, because getting a really good defenseman is kind of difficult. But getting a top 4 defenseman and getting another guy in our top 4 away from making the playoffs, and it's that simple. Because and maybe a goaltender. If we could have Kosa come up next year and play full time, and have him be the goaltender that we think he's going to be, then that should be a playoff roster right there.
Yeah.
And that's just, it's disappointing to see too, when you have every other team in Detroit making the playoffs.
Yeah.
I mean, for fuck's sake, the Pistons and the Lions.
The Pistons are playing tonight.
Dude,
Game
yeah.
1.
Lions almost made it to the Super Bowl 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And the Red Wings haven't done anything in the last 9.
Yeah, it's
and
rough.
they're the most storied franchise out of all 4 of them.
Yeah.
I don't understand. But the most we can do is just watch, see what happens. And another thing too, like you were saying, if our GM was named
Yiserman.
John Morton or whoever,
Gone.
like gone, year 4, bye. And then he's named Steve Young, bye.
Even
I
if
don't know why, and they just named 2 football players. But okay.
even if it was like Iserman was spelled with like a U. Is it spelled with a U?
No, it's YZ.
Yeah, so there's a U in the name, and it's said the exact same way. He would have been gone.
Dude, there was one player in the draft, I think maybe a few years ago, or a couple. I think was it last year or was it the year before? I can't remember, but there was a guy whose name was Iserman, and it was like EIS.
Yeah.
SERMIN.
Yeah.
And it's like, dude, get that guy. Like, just come on, man. Like, have some fun with it. Like, what can you really fuck up? Like, your first round picks are great, but your second through however many rounds there are just aren't.
Yeah.
I mean, some of them will hit, but you can't, and they can't use the excuse that this is what Ken Holland left us with, because it's 6 years now. Okay, like think about if someone went through a nasty breakup 6 years ago. You would look at them and be like, dude, it's been 6 years.
Like, get
over yourself. Yeah, like, it's been 6 years. You've had 6 off seasons, 6 trade deadlines, 6 drafts to get through this.
Mm-hmm.
And you can't keep on using that same excuse. In the way the Red Wings have been playing great. But the thing that it seems like this team always does is we always choke around the same time of the year, and we lose meaningful games that we need to win.
Jesus.
Yeah, did I send that to you?
No.
Okay.
I was trying to find a mock draft that I agree with.
Oh.
And I watched the video today. That's why I'm on YouTube. My fault.
But I mean, you shouldn't like. I don't know. Like it's just something around the same time every year, where we just end up choking. We just lose meaningful games, and we let other teams that are behind us gain that ground and get ahead of us. If we would just play consistently, not out of our minds, but consistently like we have been through some months out of this year, we would be talking about the Red Wings in the playoffs right now. But instead, we went on 2 separate 7-game losing streaks and lost meaningful games at the end of the year that cost us points that we needed in order to make that wild card spot.
Yeah. Excuse me.
It's so frustrating to watch. There's no other word to say it now. Like at first, it was disappointing. Now it's just frustrating.
Yeah.
And it's like I don't know. Like it sucks.
Yeah. Yeah, it does. It does.
Yeah.
Yeah, I found what I was looking for with the mock draft. My fault. I didn't realize my volume was on all the way.
But yeah, I mean, I've said this last year. We have this offseason. We have this draft class. We have the next trade deadline. We can only sit back and see what happens.
Yeah.
And,
I
mean, that's really it.
Yep.
I do think that this season, if nothing happens and we're not in the same spot that we are, or we're in the same spot that we are, I don't know if Yzerman will get fired.
He'll be asked to resign.
But no, I think he'll be on the hot seat. It's like, we need to see a legitimate playoff team next year or you're gone.
Yeah.
Type thing. And he'll be given 8 years. Eventually that'll be, after this year, it'll be number 10. Shit, I mean, you could say number 10. Okay, this is 10 years out of the playoffs. 7 years for you. Or it could be 8. I think it's 7. Because it would have been 2020, I think, that he came here. Like 1920, I think was his first season.
1920?
Yeah.
Oh.
2019, 2020.
Okay. My fault. I thought you meant 1920.
No,
I go, God,
Jesus Christ. No.
I go, he needs to, retire.
No, yeah, I think Yzerman made his debut in 84.
Okay.
And he played till 06.
Okay.
So, yeah.
See, yeah. I'm the dumb blonde of the group. It's okay.
So I think, if anything, this will be his hot seat season, or if nothing happens after this one, we could see him gone.
Yeah.
But like I said, too, we said it a few times already. If this was anybody else, they'd already be gone.
Yeah.
And we'd already have a new face in there.
Yep.
But because he's your poster boy,
yeah.
he's the captain.
Make Hockey Town great again.
Dude, please. I throw it back to somebody. I think I want to say it was either Rick Weeks, or no, Kevin Weeks. My bad. Ricky Weeks, freaking baseball player. But Kevin Weeks or PK Subban, they had said that the hockey and the NHL as a whole are better when the Wings are in the playoffs.
Yeah,
and that's what we need to see. And that's what we've wanted to see.
It's what
for
the
years.
world needs,
dude. Just do something.
Yeah,
for God's sake. I mean, when the Lions and the Pistons are making bigger moves than you are, that's an issue. No offense, but
I'm taking offense.
Well, I mean, shit. Like this team, the Red Wings in the past have made some of a lot of really big moves.
Yeah,
they got Mike Modano here. They got Larry Murphy. Brett Hull? Who else do we get? Dominic Hasek, Mike Vernon. We've had some really good players who have had careers before they came to the Red Wings come here and win with us. So we're a team that's known for making big moves. There was a point in time where the Red Wings almost had Wayne Gretzky.
Yeah.
And here we are 20-something years later, and we have a bunch of third-liners on our lineup.
Yeah.
It's
difficult. It really is.
It really is.
It sucks. But it'll be all right.
Dude, yeah. Like we said with the Lions, or with the Tigers, or really with any team, it's gonna make lifting that cup so much sweeter.
It will.
It really will.
I got the tattoo to prove it.
Yep. And then you got space for Lombardo. Once we
Even
get
if
a
I,
Lombardi.
I mean, granted, I still have a lot of real estate, but even if I didn't have any real estate, I probably would. If we get a Lombardo, I would cover up a tattoo just to.
You could just like get it on like your chest or something.
Like I said, like if I had no real estate to work with,
yeah.
I literally would have either got laser removal to make a space, or I would have put a Lombardo over. But like I said, I got a lot of real estate, so I don't have to worry about that.
No, yeah.
People were asking me, like my teacher asked me.
Mm-hmm.
She goes, "You're really brave, aren't you?" I go, "What?" She goes, "Your arm." This is my professor from Azerbaijan.
Oh.
And I go, "No, not really brave. More stupid."
Yeah.
It's more of a stupidity, but it's, she's like, that looks like it hurt. Did it hurt? I go, "Yeah." I go. And then one dude is like covered.
Oh, yeah.
And he goes, "Yo, how much did you pay for that?" I go, "$4." And he goes, "Damn, really?" I go, "Yeah." He's like, "Do you know the person?" I go, "Well, I got basically all my ink done with him." He goes, "Oh, that's why." He's like, "Dude, my one arm costed me 2,000, like 2,500 alone."
Fuck
I go,
that.
"Oh no." I did the math. I just have over 2,000 worth of ink.
And you see that could go someplace else, like car. You could get things that are worthwhile.
Thanks, Mom.
Yeah.
I did. I do have things worthwhile.
Yeah. Well, yeah, but you know what I mean, like
Investments.
investments.
Yeah, these are investments. I don't have to buy art now. I am art.
Cool. Yeah. Don't have to buy art, as if you had to buy art.
I want the house to look cool.
Well, yeah. I mean,
Not just like a random piece of art, but like
no, yeah. It's like, this is called grass, and it's like a bunch of fucking colors. Like
this is called I shit on a canvas and called it
Yeah.
my sister.
This is called Taco Bell at 3 a.m.
Oh, I think I know what I'm doing tonight. Taco Bell at 3 a.m.?
Jesus Christ.
Who knows? Maybe. I don't know. We'll have to see. Dude, when is the last time you went to Taco Bell at 3 a.m.?
Oh, I know. Yeah, I think I went.
It's been a while for me.
Oh, it was like a little bit after the New Year. I was like up at like 2 a.m. or something like that, and I like slept through the day. Like I don't think I was feeling well. And then like I started to feel better throughout like the night, but I just couldn't fall asleep and I was hungry, and it was like 2:30 in the morning, and I just DoorDashed Taco Bell.
I might actually like go to one.
Oh, fuck, I don't know.
That's the whole experience.
Yeah, maybe when I was working the afternoons, and I would get off at like 11 and stay out until like 4 in the morning, 5 in the morning.
Yeah.
Maybe something like that. I'm not sure.
Baseball.
Baseball. Oh yeah. On a brighter note, Tigers have one of the best records in the American League.
Yeah.
And I think we might be at the top of our division.
They won today as well.
We did win today. Did my phone just die? What the hell happened?
Did your phone die?
No. Oh, I don't know what happened. Okay. All right.
The weird quirks of iPhone.
Dude, yeah. They won today though. The Tigres. Let's see standings.
They won last night too. They
They
were
did.
wearing their City Connects.
They were wearing the city. We are 2 games ahead of the Cleveland Guardians, so we are ahead of our division.
Yes.
We are 13-8. The next highest team, or the Yankees, technically have a better record than us. They are 13-7, and the Texas Rangers are 12-8. And I think Yankees are currently winning. Shit, and then the Rangers are losing. So we're playing very well right now.
Good.
Right now we have a positive run differential of 25 runs,
Nice.
which is the second highest. And it's the fourth highest in baseball.
Nice.
We have the Padres, Cubs, us, and the Yankees, and we're fourth on that list with 25. Yankees have 28, Mets have 24, but they're below us. Cubs have 42, outrageous, and then Padres have 35. Oh, and then Giants have 40, so we're fifth. Or what did I say? 30? Yeah, so we're fifth. But still, I mean, that's pretty good.
Pretty good baseball here in Detroit right now.
Only one loss at home so far. We're 8-1. We're on a 3-game win streak right now.
Nice.
So yeah, that's pretty good.
Shohei had a kid.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Or I don't know if he had a kid yet. I think he was like taking time away from the team because it's gonna pop out any minute. So it's like, no, yeah. I think they're like on a home. I think they're on an away stretch, and he didn't travel with the team. Yeah, because it's Dodgers in Texas at the Rangers.
Yeah.
So I don't think he traveled with the team because his wife's gonna have a baby soon.
A little Shohei.
Little show, dude. Could you imagine in like 20-something years when it's like,
We remember when that kid was born.
dude, yeah, his favorite player is Ichiro, so it's not racist saying this. It's like Ichiro Otani or something like that. Like if he names his son Ichiro after his favorite player, that's the only reason why I said that. And he's just tearing up the league like he's another two-way player. That'd be ridiculous. That
Okay.
it'd be like shades of like how many players do you know that have done that too? Like there are so many players that have like come to the ML or whatever sport league and have done that because their parents, whoever.
Yeah.
Like fucking what's his face? Bo Bichette or Bobby Witt. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Like those are just so. But then if your dad's Shohei though, who's arguably the best baseball player of all time, you know he's gonna be starting off at a young age. You know he's gonna be.
Do we know
outrageous.
if it's a guy or girl?
That's actually a good point. I didn't even think about that until now. Until you just said that.
They're just a softball star. If it's a
Softball,
girl.
yeah.
Actually, let me check. I'll check for you.
I just right away assumed that it was gonna be a dude. Hypothetical.
You're getting canceled.
Well.
Audio format.
Indeed.
Oh, Tommy.
Other news around the league: Blue Jays are playing pretty well. Oh, what did I touch? Oh, okay.
Me. It's a baby girl.
Really?
Yep.
Oh, all right. Well, fuck me then.
Softball star.
Softball star, yeah. Or
Ichiro.
they have a women's baseball league in Japan. Yeah. So
Who knows? You just know that kid's going to be throwing
Or-
strikes
or
no matter what.
his wife is a professional Japanese basketball player.
Damn!
Yeah. So she probably be taking jump shots for a living.
Yo, Sticks, pass the ball.
Yeah. Okay, now you're getting canceled. Okay. I thought I was getting nervous after what I Ichiro Otani.
No, Sticks is because she's tall. Tall.
Right.
Yeah.
We'll go with that.
What do you think it was?
I don't. What do you think you were saying?
We'll discuss this off camera.
Right, yeah.
No, I'm actually talking about, I should have said stilts or whatever, but whatever.
Yeah, sticks. Yeah, yeah.
Whoa! Oh!
Right now you hear it. Yeah.
Oh, I'll see you after I'm done getting canceled.
Yeah.
I'll see you next year. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Jesus.
Oh, no.
Wow.
So, Tigres.
Yeah. Tigers are pitching really well. Stick. Jesus Christ.
It's Jason Bourne.
Yeah. You know who's not buns this year is Javier Baez. He's currently batting at 269 with a 636 OPS,
Nice.
which is better. He's had 14 hits. Hasn't hit a home run yet. Really? I thought he hit a home run. 4 RBIs. And he scored 4 runs so far. Riley Green is still somehow the best player. Or no. No, he's not. It's Torkelson who's batting at... Oh. I was looking at the wrong category. But Torkelson's batting at 289 with a 1049 OPS. And then Carpenter is 866 OPS, 290, 551 slugging. Dylan Dingler's going off. 302 batting average, 509 slugging, 824 OPS. And then Tomas Nido, in the 3 games that he's played, he's had 4 hits, an RBI, 3 strikeouts. We've been batting a 444 with an 889 OPS.
Baseball really is a stats game.
Yeah, dude, it definitely is. Because, OPS is on base plus slugging. Mm-hmm. So it's how much you get on base and like how many long hits you get or like big hits you get. Yeah. So that's interesting. Very interesting. Let's look at the pitching stats. Pitching has been it's been up and down. Casey Mize right now, I think is the statistically the best pitcher. ERA 2.22, and then you have Skubal 2.66, Flaherty 2.53, Job 2.70, and Reese Olson with a 4.5. He's gotten beat up a little bit, but 18 Ks, 25 Ks from Skubal and Flaherty. Yeah. The pitching has been pretty solid so far. The bullpen's been nice. Maeda, buns. Bo Brisky had a couple bad innings, so his is an 8.59 ERA. But this is how many games into the season are? I think it's what? 30, 20, 30? They're 20. Because 13 plus 8, okay, 21. But we're an eighth of the way into the year already.
Yeah.
So a month in, you have this to look at. So I'd say we're doing pretty good. Tigers are doing actually really good.
I might talk to you after this, and I might be going to a couple games.
Definitely. So. Yeah, we're gonna have to hit up a few games this year, especially like soon.
Yeah.
While the weather's like it's like high 60s, low 70s out, so we're not just frying in the sun.
Dude, it is crazy how it was 80 degrees yesterday.
Dude. Yeah, it was ridiculous. Like I had walked outside when it was like I think it was like 8:30 in the morning or something like that, and walked outside, and I like stood outside for a second, just like turned around, and I was like, it feels like summer.
Yeah.
Like, you know how like you have that like the hot like morning air in the summer, and then I went outside again when it was like 10:30 at night, and it was like that like kind of humid summer air, and I was like, what the hell? Like, what the hell is going on right now?
Dude, I went to work, and I had a hoodie and sweatpants on.
Jesus.
And luckily, I was wearing shorts under the sweatpants because I was going to the gym directly after work.
Yeah.
I was wearing like a tank top, so I didn't really want to take off my hoodie.
Right.
Luckily, I took off the sweatpants. I felt so much better. I go, holy shit, it's hot.
Dude, yeah, I had woke up at like maybe 8 o'clock in the morning, and I was like sweating when I woke up,
Yeah,
and I was like, "What the hell? Like, why?" And I checked my phone; it was like already like 70 something degrees outside.
yeah.
And I was like, "Okay, all right, that's what." The
When I
hell's going
walked
on.
into work, it was like 55, but it was like a brisk,
Yeah,
like a little bit of brisky. So I was like, all right, I'm comfortable,
Yeah.
you know? And then it got to lunchtime, and I'm like, yo, is it raining outside? I was talking to my coworker because I don't leave for lunch anymore. I make my own lunch.
yeah,
So like I don't go outside until it's time to go, basically. He goes, "Yeah, just started." Because like you know how like the light would if it's about to rain it would get very dark. Like that's how it looked in my warehouse, in the warehouse I work at.
oh
I
yeah,
go I go, "Is it like hot out there or something?" They go, "It's fucking hot as hell outside."
dude, yeah, it's ridiculous.
And then
Yeah,
let's see the weather for this week actually. By the way, the Masters concluded.
yeah. Roy McIlroy got a career grand slam. He's won all four of the major tournaments now. It's currently 61 outside.
It's nice outside.
Yeah,
55, 69, nice.
nice.
64, 71, 75, 75, 60. It's beginning to look a lot like summer.
Yeah,
So, you know what? I'm not mad about it, but you know what I realized?
Mm.
I gotta go shopping because I have no clothes built for summer anymore.
Oh damn.
So,
Well,
gotta go shopping.
yeah.
You wanna go shopping with me?
Perhaps. Or maybe when I get back from my vacation.
Oh yeah, I forgot you're going on vacation next week.
I just checked the weather up there. 38 today.
Oh,
Tomorrow is 47, 43, 44, 53, 52, 45, 51, 56, and 60. This is all next week. And I'm going to be up there from Saturday or Sunday until next week, which it doesn't show. So 51, 56, 60 is what I'm looking at.
that's not that bad.
Dude, that's like
Perfect.
perfect. But it's going to get cold at night.
Oh yeah.
It's going to drop down to like the 20s at night.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
As it does up there.
Yes.
Oh yeah, I forgot you're doing that.
Yeah.
I'm so sad I can't join you.
No, yeah. You want to get to your mock draft?
No, but yeah, I do. But there's other college football news.
Yeah.
Uh,
Oh, the Pistons are playing the Knicks too. We talk about that?
yeah,
Yeah, Pistons are playing the Knicks.
tonight.
I have Pistons in 6.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just bias maybe, but because I heard a lot of radio stations saying that they didn't think the Pistons were going to win. But I did hear different shows on different radio stations saying that they did think they're going to win. I just have faith, I guess. I don't know. I would really like to see the Pistons win.
Blind faith.
Yeah.
I think they can get one at least.
If you think about it, all of our... I don't want to say anything now.
Not one. I think they can get like one series under their belt.
Okay. All right. Yeah, that's what pretty much what I was going to say. Because the Tigers surprised us last year. Almost won 2.
Yeah.
I mean, like we talked about earlier, the Lions almost made it to the Super Bowl a couple years ago. And, I mean, it's fully possible for the Pistons to go out and beat the Knicks.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I have faith.
Yeah.
Faith.
So, I don't know if you heard this or not. The Tennessee quarterback Nico Ima. I'm going to say Ima because I don't know how to pronounce the full. It's like Ima Alavale, something like that.
Okay.
There was reported that during the playoffs, he told the coaches, "Yo, I want to restructure my deal." And he's like, "I want more money or else I'm going to leave." and transfer out.
What the fuck has this turned into? Like, what the hell?
And so now he's transferred out, but he took a pay cut to go to UCLA.
That's crazy. Dude, if Tennessee and UCLA play each other next year, I hope he gets just
Destroyed.
just walloped. I mean, that's like
Crazy.
yeah, that's a D-bag move. To go to a lesser known school or like a lesser football school for a pay cut after you just bitched about getting more money in the playoffs.
Yes.
It's not like he did it after the year, beginning of the year, or at the beginning of the regular season, even like during the season. No, he did that in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
But yeah, that's all the college football news I have. All right, mock draft time. Final mock draft.
Final mock draft.
Yeah, because the draft is literally next week.
Oh yeah, that's right. Why
Um,
do I always go on vacation during the fucking draft?
to be honest, and you and I both know this, and probably even your dad knows this, but he won't maybe admit it. You didn't need to go up there for the draft.
No, we didn't. I don't know. I can't remember what the hell we did when we were going up there.
You literally said you did nothing. You went to the bar to watch the draft.
Oh yeah. Fuck. Okay, yeah, I remember what we were doing now. What we were doing.
Yeah. All right. Pick number 1, Cam Ward.
Understandable.
Understandable. It makes sense. I don't think he would trust Will Levis.
No.
How's your carrot cake?
Very good. Alright, but it's actually really good.
Where'd you even get that?
I'll tell you off camera.
Okay. Okay. Next up, Cleveland. Travis Hunter.
Okay. Sure. I think Cleveland said they were going to pick Travis Hunter. I think they said something about like they someone in the Cleveland front office equated him to Shohei. And it was like, hold your horses.
Yeah. You know what? Travis Hunter and Shador Sanders now have their name carved out at Colorado Buffalo Stadium.
Yeah.
So, you know what? It is what it is.
I mean, off the top of your head, name any other famous Colorado Buffalo who played football there. Exactly.
But
I'm sure there's probably a few that we don't know.
yeah,
Because it was like 70s, 80s, but
New York Giants getting Abdul Carter.
no Shador.
No Shador.
Okay.
Um,
Maybe it's just best available player at that point.
so this would be like ideal situation for everybody, for every team, basically.
Okay.
But yeah, they go with Abdul Carter. New England Patriots would get Will Campbell.
What does he play again?
Tackle.
Okay.
Yeah, so Mason Graham going to the Jags.
Mm-hmm. Well, have fun with T-Law.
Yeah. But Mason Graham to the Jets. Ashton Genty going to the Raiders. I would like that.
Yeah, see, I like that pick because you already have Brock Bowers. You have, what's his face, the receiver.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember his name off the top of my head. But that makes sense. I mean, fill out your weapons a little bit. I mean, you have Max Crosby headlining that defense. You have other good players. Not just him. You have a couple other good players on that defense. So, who knows?
Yeah. Here, Maybe I could do this. All right, yeah, this would be better actually. Armand Membu going to the Jets.
Okay.
Jesus. I gotta dial this bitch back. It was a YouTube video I was watching, and I wish he just had it like in the description, but you know, it is what it is. All right, but so far, so good for the most part. You know.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Then, there we go.
This is actually really fucking good.
Okay. All right. I will have to go through the transcript of this video. It's taking forever. Whatever. Armand Membu, that's fine. Whatever. And then we are going to. The Panthers are going to get Jalen Walker out of Georgia.
Did you shoot yourself?
No, not yet.
Oh.
But Jalen Walker going to the Panthers.
All right.
But that makes kind of sense, you know.
Yeah. I mean, an edge can't hurt. I mean, if anything, a lethal edge can like drastically help your team. So
yeah. The Saints are going to go with Jihad Campbell.
Okay.
And I'm thinking they're just going to see if Spencer Rattler works out.
Go right ahead. I mean, that's always tough with guys who sit the bench right away. Like we talked about that before. Like you have someone who sits the bench right away. It's always a risk because you almost want them to play right away. That's why having JJ starting with the Vikings next year is going to be a little bit of a question mark.
Yeah. The Bears gave Mikael Williams.
Okay.
Edge rusher.
Yeah. Which that would, I mean, yikes.
Yeah.
But at the same time, who gonna throw the damn ball? Oh wait, no, I mean who gonna run the damn ball?
Yeah.
I guess you could say Caleb Williams, but no. I mean, I think you need more weapons than just Rome Dunes there.
The 49ers getting Jahdae Barron, corner out of Texas, because they lost Drake Greenlaw, and everybody liked that.
Yeah.
Then we're up to the Cowboys.
Next.
Yes. They're going to go with Matthew Golden.
Yeah. Okay. Like when we come across this pick, almost every time I've said the same thing. You're gonna need a lot more than just that.
Yes, but the reason why I say Matthew Golden over Ted McMillan, is because it's weird. The Cowboys have a thing for Texas boys. Like literally, like 95% of their offensive line is from Texas.
Yeah.
So, Jerry Jones likes those players from Texas.
Yeah, dude, Jerry Jones is like, he's from Texas. Get him. Whatever we need him right now. We have 40 offensive linemen on the roster. Get him.
Yeah. So, it is what it is. So Dolphins are going to get Josh Simmons out of Ohio State.
Cool.
Indy, I think, is next. And they are going to get Tyler Warren.
Okay.
Atlanta is going to take D-line Mike Green. D-lineman Mike Green.
Oh, okay.
Out of Marshall.
Marshall.
Then the Cardinals are going to get Gray Zabel.
Okay.
And then... Jesus Christ. Number 17, the Bengals. They need defense. Because they can't just put up 50 points a game, you know?
Right. Yeah, I mean, God
Every
forbid
game.
you get some kind of defense to help fucking oh my God, what's his name? Joe Burrow. Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
But the Bengals end up drafting Will Johnson.
Okay. I mean, yeah, go ahead. I mean, you need defense.
Yes.
So take someone on defense.
Kelvin Banks Jr. going to the Seahawks. Offensive line.
Okay. Seahawks. I mean, I guess that would make a little sense because if you don't draft many weapons right now, or if you use, I mean, you still have a few,
Yeah.
but that would make sense. I mean, and you have Kenneth Walker, so if he's going to be your main source of offense this year, it would make sense to get an O-lineman.
Yeah. Then the Bucks are going to get Donovan Izuruaku. Boston College edge.
Okay.
But, you know, that is what it is. So now the Broncos really need a running back. They need several things, but
Yeah.
running
Yeah, I was going to say.
running back right now would be their most glaring issue.
Yeah.
They get Omarion Hampton out of UNC.
Okay.
See, this is like the perfect, like, what would be perfect for them in this situation
Yeah.
type of thing. So, it's a, you know, it is what it is.
It is what it is.
Number 21. If I miss a pick here and there, shut the fuck up.
Okay.
Number 21.
Yeah.
Pittsburgh Steelers. Shedeur Sanders.
21?
Yes.
Okay.
It would be kind of the perfect situation for Shedeur. Because they're going to make the playoffs.
Yeah.
And you have, like, it's not a knock against Shedeur. He's more of a game manager. You know?
Yeah.
So, it would make sense if he fell that far, obviously. But, who knows? We don't know what's going to happen. I guess we'll find out next fucking week, but, you know, it is what it is.
Yeah.
The Chargers. Yeah. So, Coastal Loveland.
So Chargers. So he would be going back to Harbaugh.
Yes.
See, I don't hate that at all. I really don't.
Then Green Bay is gonna get Tet McMillan.
Cool.
So they actually draft number 1 receiver, so they don't have a roster full of number 3 receivers.
Yeah.
The Vikings are going to get Malachi Starks.
Okay.
So 25 is the Texans.
Mm-hmm.
And they are going to get Josh Connolly Jr. out of Oregon.
Mm.
So that would be good for them, actually. Then 26 is the Rams.
Mm.
They select Jackson Dart
Why?
to prepare for Stafford.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, I got Chargers and Rams confused.
Yeah. It's basically Stafford's succession plan.
Yeah, pretty much.
Because Stafford probably, 3 years?
Yeah.
Maybe.
If that, yeah.
Yeah. But, so that kind of makes sense. You know.
Yeah.
Alright. So, Ravens are going to get Kenneth Grant.
That's rough.
Yep.
Yeah, oh no.
That would suck.
That would blow.
The Lions get Tyler Booker.
Okay.
Which I think I'd rather go with defense, but
Yeah, I definitely would too. To be completely frank.
The Commanders get James Pierce.
Mm.
And then sorry. I know this is taking forever. Give me a second.
No, you're good.
Jesus Christ, just tell me the pick. Emeka Ibuka, the Bills are going to get.
I actually kind of like that for them.
Yeah.
I don't mind, because you would want to get another wide receiver, ideally, because you have a good running back, you have a good tight end, obviously quarterback, your defense is good, so the last piece you have Keon Coleman, and then that's really about it.
Yeah. Walter Nolan going to the Kansas City Chiefs.
What does he play?
He's a defensive lineman from Ole Miss.
Okay, that makes sense.
And then the Eagles get Shamar Stewart.
Hmm.
And that is round 1 done.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
The whole consensus is that Jack Sawyer and JT, the other edge rusher out of Ohio State,
Yeah.
second day guys.
Yeah. Hopefully one of them is a Detroit guy.
Hopefully.
I would like to see them in Lions uniforms, as much as I hated their guts on the college football
If they
field.
put the blue on, it's all good.
It doesn't matter anymore. Yeah. Yeah. They can, both Hutchinson and them, whichever one we get, can plant a Lions flag at a 50-yard line for all I give a shit. Bury the hatchet.
Dude,
But-
it must be so fun in that locker room, dude.
Yeah, it's got to be ridiculous, dude. Yeah, I bet Hutchinson and Graham Glasgow
Yeah.
give Taylor Decker a hell. Oh my god, yeah, that's got it. You see the picture he posted of him in the Michigan jersey?
No.
Taylor Decker made a bet with Glasgow for the
Oh.
Michigan game this year, and Michigan won. So it was just Taylor Decker just standing there, just pissed. He was just like blank faced, and he was in a Michigan Graham Glasgow jersey.
Yeah.
I was like, that's funny,
Dude, the whole dynamic in that locker room would be hilarious.
dude. Yeah, two Michigan guys, an older Michigan guy and a newer Michigan guy, with an older Ohio State guy and a newer Ohio State guy.
Yeah.
That'd be fun, because the two older guys, Ohio State got the best of them, but then the two newer guys, Michigan, got the best of them.
Yeah.
So, dude, yeah, that dynamic would be nuts. It would be actually really fun.
Jack Sawyer was actually like crying about that too.
Well,
What?
dude, I mean, put yourself in his shoes though, too, for real.
I could never because I don't bleed red.
Well, no, yeah, but okay, well then flip it on Michigan's side.
Okay.
Think about a guy like Chase Winovich.
Oh my God, dude.
Went there for 4 years, lost all 4 years to Ohio State. It's gotta suck balls.
Yeah.
So a guy like that, Jack Sawyer, who's probably one of the better Ohio State edge rushers, at least in recent history.
Yeah.
You lose all 4 to Michigan, and then lose in that way, that high of a rank to Michigan, who was unranked.
Yeah.
Like that blows.
I'm so excited for this season, dude.
I really
I
am,
cannot
too.
wait.
Dude, if it's 5 in a row,
Yo, did your
knocking on the wood.
Did you hear anything about the game tickets?
Not yet. It is also in. Oh, it is in Ann Arbor this year.
I know.
We will have to see. I will have to ask.
Or at least like what their game tickets if she doesn't want them.
Yeah, I know Michigan State's going to be in East Lansing, but yeah, if we can get the game,
I've never been to the game.
it's a different animal.
Is it?
Like if you've been to a Michigan game, obviously, put that on steroids.
There would be no sitting down.
No. Yeah, the seats don't exist.
Yeah.
They only exist to get you into the game.
Yeah.
That's about it. Like you're standing the whole game pretty much.
Dude.
Whether Michigan hasn't won a game all year and Ohio State's won every one,
Yeah.
you're still standing the whole game.
Based off of pure anticipation.
Because that's happened before.
Yeah.
Michigan has lost every other game except for Ohio State, and Ohio State's won every other game, and then they've done the same thing to us too.
Yeah.
That's why it's such a good rivalry.
Oh my God. Even if we don't get to go.
Dude, it's still good. It's still electric.
I know.
But being in the stadium for the game, it's one of the best. Like if somebody from like Europe was like, I want you to bring me to one of the most electric sports experiences you can. I bring them to either game 1 or game 7 of the World Series, the deciding game of the Stanley Cup final, or the game.
Yeah.
Or like the national championship.
I would either do the game or like the LSU Alabama.
Yeah.
In LSU though.
Yeah, that stadium. Yeah. Or like, I mean, the Super Bowl, everyone knows about the Super Bowl though. It's broadcasted, I think, like globally.
Yeah, but the Super Bowl, like, it's not like rivals going up.
No, it's just a big game. Right, yeah.
It's just a big game.
Yeah.
Like, there's a difference. Like, Michigan and Ohio State hate each other.
Yeah. Like, the only thing that I could, like, equate it to get to that level would be, like, if it was Yankees and Dodgers again in the World Series, like, 2 historic franchises, or if it was, like, Blackhawks, Red Wings in the Stanley Cup final.
Yeah.
Or something like that. Like, that would really be it. And then the game. But the game still gets the upper hand.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's the game.
dude.
It's literally named The Game.
You'll be, like, yeah, if we go to the game, you'll be exhausted by halftime.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, because, like, you just be standing the entire time, screaming.
I bet sleeping like a baby.
Dude, yeah. It's...
I don't even care if I would have to work that day. I would able.
Yeah. I think the last... I was there for the game in 2011 when we won. With, I think it was Hoke or Rich Rod. I can't remember which one it was. But when we beat them... And then we hadn't beat them until the next year, or until 4 years ago, in 2021.
Yeah.
And then and then I think that was in the Horseshoe, and next year was at the Big House. Or no, it was at the Big House in the Horseshoe, because last year was at the Horseshoe.
Yes.
Yeah, so we beat down home first. I don't know if I was at that game. I think I was at that one, but then not the second, not three in a row.
Yeah.
I was at the first one, but not three in a row. And then, obviously, I wasn't at the two in the horseshoe. But this year, hopefully, if we can get to five in a row, I want to be there. Oh yeah, and it's always a noon game. It's
Yeah.
never a night game.
Yeah.
And like, even if it's prime time, even if they're ranked 1 and 2 in the country, it'll always be a noon game.
Well, I wonder why that is.
Tradition.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, just because Michigan hasn't had lights at the stadium for so long.
Yeah.
They only got them in 2011 or 12.
Yeah.
And same thing with the horseshoe. Horseshoe got them in like early 2000s or like late 90s or something like
Yeah.
that. So it's just been the way it had. It's just been almost a century's worth of noon games in the daytime.
Yeah.
So they've just kept it that way.
I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, if we win, we're staying the night there.
I would not be opposed to that.
We're going directly to the bars.
Yeah,
Directly.
it'll be wild. It'll be like one of the craziest nights I would experience.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would be nuts. We have to do that first. We have to do the thing. We have to win the game first
Yes.
because it's all fun and games, literally, when it's going on and when you see the bands go out and you hear the announcer. But then once the clock reads 0, it can drastically change your mood.
Yeah.
So
I know.
yeah. And the mood of the city too.
Yeah.
So like, if we win, it'll be one of the best nights we'll ever have, probably. At least like nightlife wise. But if we lose, we're gonna be driving home silent.
Or very angry.
Oh yeah. Probably a mixture of both.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, it is crazy. Yeah, if my aunt decides to get the tickets next year, I will have to ask her. Be like, can that be like an early Christmas present? Because it'll be like the last week in November. So, yeah, and that's another thing. It will be cold.
That's
It's always cold for Michigan Ohio State.
It's fine.
Yeah.
I remember talking to Jeremy on the phone. I go, Jeremy, we literally just, he was at work, I think. I think this is,
I was at work too last year for the 4 in a row.
yeah. I go, yo, what are you doing right now? He goes, well, I get off of work in like an hour. I go, we need to go to Michigan right now.
Yeah.
And he goes, what? I'm like, we literally just won. We need to go now. He goes, all right, let me like get off of work or whatever. By the time he got off of work, blizzard.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it was snowing.
That
the
was
last
when
time.
Hutch was there.
Yeah. Well, Hutch was there for both wins.
I know, but I think it
Oh no, he was there for the first one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the first one was his senior year. or
Yeah.
something.
That was like when Hutch won. You know. So I was like, we have to go.
Something I think his dad beat Ohio State too. So having your dad and
You with
and you both beat Ohio State, which I will say, the only thing, I fucking hate Ohio State. We know this, but the only thing that I see remotely cool about the rivalry from the Ohio State side is the gold pants.
Yeah.
That is kind of dope. Like
Yeah.
if Michigan had something like that, like if they had like,
I don't understand why they don't.
what would you really do for it though? Like you're not gonna have a gold Buckeye. That's bullshit.
Yeah.
What would you have? Would you have like a little block M? You could do that. You could have like a gold block M with the score on the back. But then Ohio State would be like, you took our shit.
They're going to say that anyways.
Yeah, that's true. And then I like the kind of like rivalry between like the school, like the student bodies beforehand. It's like, we're gonna paint something on your campus, red and white or blue and maize, and we're gonna try to like, it's like, yeah, it's defacing something, but it's like at the same time I think like it's like as minute as like going to like an area of the campus and like on the sidewalk drawing a big ass block M.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's sidewalk chalk. But as soon as you start painting something or like defacing something, then yeah, it can get out of hand. But I remember one year, I think it was Harbaugh's first year when he played Ohio State as coach. Somebody took and put a little Brutus bobblehead next to Bo Schembechler's grave, like put it on the headstone. And I don't know if there's video of it, but I had seen something where it was like Harbaugh came by and smashed it with a maize and blue mallet, and I was like, that's dope, that's cool, like stuff like that, like it's what feeds the rivalry.
Yeah,
it's like, oh, you came here and you drew an O on our sidewalk. It's like, okay, we're gonna sandblast it.
We're
off
going
the
to
pavement.
murder you.
It's like we're gonna come by and like sandblast it and paint an M over it, and then we're gonna beat you on the field too. Or we're gonna go like on the side of your building and sidewalk chalk a big M or something like that, like something harmless like that. But once you like I remember one year, I think it was like Michigan tried to do something like that. They tried to like paint something or like take like the red tape off the M's that they put around Ohio State's campus. They tried to remove it, which that's also harmless. But then Ohio State student body or like fraternities or whatever, they were freezing paintballs and shooting them at the Michigan students.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. So it's like getting hit with a frozen paintball.
Oh, that would hurt.
Dude, yeah, it would, like, do you know, like, the little rubber Nerf, foam Nerf ones? It's like a marble coming at you now instead. Like, that'd be brutal. But, like, stuff like that's dope.
Yeah.
Like the gold, like I said, like the gold pants tradition, I'm going to paint something blue.
Yeah.
Like, I think that's...
You've experienced firsthand. Like, I've experienced it, like, more secondhand. What are the Ohio State fans like in the game?
Very passionate. They're not afraid to be there, which is good because it has like that atmosphere for it. It's like, yeah, we're both here for a game at the end of the day. It's like, this isn't, this is college sports. This isn't professional sports. Well, technically now it is, but
it basically is
pretty much. But like at the same time, it's a lot of, I don't know. It's just a lot of passionate fans, and there's obviously going to be like chants in the concourse and stuff like that. I have never been to a game where I've seen anything physical happen, but I have heard of like different like groups of like drunk kids getting into fights and stuff like that. Yeah. But that happens at damn near every big rivalry sports event.
I bet your dad, I was like hoping for one story where your dad just absolutely beat the shit out of a Ohio State person.
Something almost happened in the crowd between me and my dad and a Michigan State fan. Yeah, there was one time I remember we were playing Michigan State, and I was in like middle school or like maybe elementary school. And this one dude was like wanting to come through the crowd. He was coming up the stairs to like go through the tunnel back into the concourse. And he was, this dude was small. He was like 5'5", 5'4", and my dad's like 6'5", 6'4". So head and shoulders taller than this dude.
Easily a foot.
Definitely a foot taller than him. And my dad kind of stands off to the side. And people behind him were like, go, go. And he was like, can't get through. And he goes, my dad's like, you have room to get through. And he was like, well, I'm not going to squeeze Pat. I'm not going to push you out of the way to get through. And he was like, but you can get through. Like, there's enough space for you here. And then they said something else to each other. And then the guy walked past and he was, all right, thanks, asshole. And he walked by. And my dad kind of turned. He was turning to go, like, walk towards me. And he turned around and he kind of stepped and, like, pivoted himself to him, and then the other guy did the same thing, kind of stopped and stared at him, and then the usher was like, okay, all right, okay, come on, guys. And then he walked past. My dad goes, and he turns away from him, and he goes, half man.
No! Yeah.
No! Dude, I'm crying, laughing. And then there's a season ticket holder on the end. I don't know what his name is, but we see him there every year. He's this black dude, and he goes there with his wife. Chillest dude ever. Always says bye to us. Drive safe. Hey guys, happy to have you for another year. Shit like that. I don't know what his name is, but he sits there every single year on the end, and he was cracking up. He gave my dad a high five or something like
He's
that.
like, yeah, fuck that dude.
He was like, fuck that guy. Yeah, he was, all right, thanks, asshole. Just the fuck you gonna do? All right, guys. Half man. Just walks away. Dude, I was fucking bawling laughing. Oh my god. And then I get down in the seat, and my aunt's sitting next to me, and I'm fucking howling. And she's like, what happened? And my dad just has his sunglasses, puts his sunglasses back on, and he's just like smiling, and he leans over. He goes, nothing. And he's like, he tells her what happened, and he goes, well, what happened? He goes, nothing. What's he gonna do? And I was like, oh my god, this is fucking hilarious,
dude. It just the stark difference between your aunt and your dad. Your dad, like, your aunt was laughing at me with the chants that I was doing.
Oh my god!
Because she just thought I was an idiot. Your dad looked at me. He's like, "This fucking guy rules."
Yeah. It's like this is like 80% of the people in here probably wouldn't do this shit, but the 20%, it's like when you see something like that, even when you don't know them, it's funny.
Yeah.
So in my aunt, I mean, one thing my aunt would always say, it's like, why do you boo the other team?
Yeah,
and
like
my dad would be like, well, do you want them to win?
Yeah.
And then I would be the same. I would be the same way. I'm like, yeah, like I'm a Michigan fan.
I go, boo, you stink.
Yeah.
And your grandma or aunt's like, why are you booing?
Yeah.
And I was like, you fucking stink, you Texas barbecue slinging bitches.
Or like the
when
it
was
you suck dick. That thing, yeah. Oh my god, yeah, that's funny.
Like when I was just yelling the absolute like craziest shit, nothing like terrible, but I literally was like screaming, "You Texas slinging barbecue motherfuckers!"
Somebody, I don't know if you heard it. Somebody behind us at that Texas game, somebody said, "I bet Bevo tastes great." And I was like, whoa! Yeah, I was like, oh
no! Yeah. Matthew McConaughey goes, "What did you just say?"
Dude, yeah. Did I hear you right? Oh,
My wife.
But yeah, no, I mean, for the most part though, that's like the only like altercation that has ever happened at a Michigan game.
For you.
Obviously, yeah, that I've seen. But like, yeah, a lot of the Ohio State fans, like, they come there and they're super passionate. I mean, they're making the drive all the way up there,
obviously.
So they're passionate fans, and they at the end of the day, they want to get their money's worth and see a game. So
it's usually always a good game.
It always is, and they always have like I feel like they respect, because that's what the rivalry is based off of. It's respect.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, because it wouldn't be a rivalry if you didn't respect the other team and what a loss could mean to you.
Yeah.
So I feel like there's that mutual understanding.
I bet you right fucking now, Ryan Day, like during their spring game, was like, we all know what this is about.
Yeah.
It's all about that game next year.
Yeah.
It's not about us right now.
Well, they had to score the one game. They were like, we're going to put the score up. Like, we're going to remember this game. And then very next year we go out and we do it again. And then he puts that score up, and he has like the 3 in a row on, like, as they walk into the training facility. And then somebody like photoshopped it, and they put the 4th one on there. It's like you know that, like, that's the goal at the end of the game, at the end of the year. Like, it's always at the end of the year, it's the game, and that's really all that matters.
Yeah.
From both sides, from Ohio State and Michigan. Like, my dad's told me, I don't know how many times, Michigan could lose every single game, but beat Ohio State, and that's a winning season.
Yeah, for us, I tell my mom and I tell my dad and everything, I go, there are 3 football games that I care about each year. Michigan State, the game, and the Super Bowl.
Yeah. I mean, so
For the most part.
for the most part, for me it was Michigan State, and Ohio State. Those are really the two that no matter where I am, I'll watch them.
Yeah.
And the Super Bowl. I mean, the Super Bowl is kind of turned into a holiday, but you know what I'm saying. Like,
But I also watch every Lions game, but that's like
yeah,
that's a given, but I'm not like that terribly upset if I miss, you know?
no, yeah,
But I literally will cancel everything to watch Michigan State.
yeah,
I'm for sure watching the game, no matter
definitely.
what.
No, yeah. I mean, I watch every Michigan and every Lions game.
Yeah.
So, and it's because obviously the seasons are a lot shorter than hockey or baseball, so it's just a lot to consume.
Yeah.
But that's probably the only sport that I could say that about, is that I watch every game is football. But there are only 12 games and 17 games. So it is
Yeah.
less, obviously.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I'm like you said, like Michigan State in the game, I'm clearing my schedule.
Dude, it's crazy how like your mood changes through those months.
Yeah.
Because it determines like the next couple days after.
Dude, I mean, I've told this story before on here. You've known this story. 2015, trouble with the snap.
Yep. Oh no,
Dude.
no.
When I tell you, every time I hear, "Cold Beer Never Broke My Heart" by Luke Combs, whenever he says football teams in that song, that's what pops into my head. Because dude, when I tell you, my mood for the next like month shifted because I was just thinking about that game. Like, even my dad would walk around the house and he would just like whenever there'd be a football game on, I just like stare blankly at the TV, and he'd be like, sometimes like weeks afterwards, he would be like, "It doesn't seem like we lost." He was like, "It feels like we won that game, but you know we didn't."
Yeah.
And
Dude,
I'm like, yeah, like there's no better way to
Dude.
explain it.
you were at that game. I was watching it at my dad's house. I go,
Dude.
and my dad's like, "All right, the game's basically over. Like, let's switch it off." I go,
Nope.
"It's not over until it's over."
Yeah.
And then my dad's like, "Dude, like, come on." He's like, "You already won. Enjoy it." I go,
It's not over.
give it 2 more minutes. And it goes, "Trouble with the snap."
Dude, my heart is racing right now. Just thinking about it.
I go, and then that's when Jeremy said that he liked Michigan State because he was basically just doing the opposite of me at that point. And he told me that. And Jeremy runs into the room and he goes, "I fucking told you." I go, "Get the fuck away from me right now." I go, Dude, it's even to the point where Tim Hortons will serve the vanilla dip with Michigan or Michigan State colors.
Yeah.
And you know damn well what I'm getting.
Dude, oh yeah. I mean, dude, the way it happened in the stands when me and my dad were there, it was like a scene out of a movie.
Dude, even like seeing the TV copy of it,
Yeah.
Like,
it seems like it's sketch.
the dude going like this, wearing the maize and the blue that just said Michigan, he goes,
Oh my god.
he's just doing this. He's just grabbing his face and he's like,
Yeah, he's just like this, like a
yeah.
dude. Like when I tell you, I remember everything down to the my most minute detail of that last like 30 seconds before that happened.
What did the atmosphere, what was the atmosphere like before that happened?
It was like a lot, like people were like giddy because that was pretty much like, I think we were like 15 and 14 or like 12 and 15 or something like that. Like if we would have won that game, it probably would have been a ticket in the top 10.
Yeah.
And it was like, I really don't know how to explain it. It was like, think about like in a baseball game, if like you have a 1-run lead or like a multi-run lead, like a 3-run lead, and it's top of the ninth, and there's 1 out.
Yeah.
Not 2 outs, because there was still like time on the clock, and you're like, they could run it back, like something could happen, like where they could run it back and they can win this game because the game doesn't stop and the clock hits 0.
Yeah.
So they could still run that play out and run it back. I mean, the kick six. I think kick six happened like the year before.
2012, actually.
Okay. Oh yeah.
Iron Bowl.
So okay, yeah. So a few years before. So that shit can happen, and it's like okay
Because it's happened multiple times.
Yeah, and same thing with there being 1 out. It's like that the team can go on a rally, and they could win. But realistically, if everything goes according to plan and you execute, the game's over.
Yes.
So it was kind of like that. It was like kind of you were just waiting to win, to cash that winning lottery ticket. And, dude, fuck.
What was that drive home like there, bud?
Silence. Just my dad explaining what happened to my mom, because my mom was listening to it on the radio, and she heard like the faint cheers, not from Michigan fans in the stadium.
Yeah.
And my dad and I saw this dude bash the shit out of his car. And my dad was telling my mom about that, and I was just in the back seat just wallowing.
Bro. It's so crazy how like those games will change the way you think about life.
Yeah, because now every time Michigan plays Michigan State, I want them to destroy them.
Yes.
And it's like, and I hate Ohio State more, and I don't want Ohio State to ever win another football game, but I almost want Michigan State to do well, and then have them play us and have something like that happen to them.
Yeah.
Because when we played them that one year, we had, I think it was last year, the year before, they had like 2 dropped punt snaps.
Mm-hmm.
And there was like one of them that we recovered on like the 2-yard line. And I think the announcer said like, he has trouble with the snap. But he didn't say it in like the right tone.
Yeah.
And I was like, yes! Yes! Redemption! But then I was like, it's not good enough.
Yeah.
No,
it doesn't
it doesn't equate. It's not quite my tempo.
Not quite doing it for me, Chief.
Yeah, no, I was like, it needs to hurt worse.
Yeah. Totally get it.
Yeah.
Spin the wheel time.
Indeed. We covered a lot of bases. All right, yeah, so we're doing something a little bit different today in place of a quiz.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't really have any good quiz. It's going to happen. Like one day, somebody's going to be like, "Yo, this should be your quiz."
Yeah.
Like out when we're out and about.
Yeah. It's like this should be your quiz. But today we're going to do another spin the wheel thing, except we're going to be making our own franchises. So I've seen this on Instagram before. Not quite like this. I don't know if anyone else has done this before, but I've seen on my Instagram feed, there have been pages that put together like the worst NHL team, and they have like the worst logo, the worst stadium, the worst jerseys, the worst coaching staff, the worst roster. And if it's like, if all of these elements were in the same team, this would be the worst NHL team in history. And then there's the best, and then like the most mediocre, like shit like that. So today we're gonna be spinning the wheel and picking from which team we get on the wheel to build our own franchise out of these 9 categories. We have logo, uniforms, team history, the front office, so ownership, general manager type shit, coaching staff, team roster, stadium, fan base, and city.
Okay.
So, and we're all going to be, like at the end, we're going to give it like a letter grade for each one, and then we're going to see how our franchises stack up.
So is this straight up just football, or is this all across every team?
This is every league.
Okay.
So it's going to be, obviously you have, like I said in the car, like a hockey team with a football team coaching staff.
Yeah.
It's not going to work out, but it's like if you had like where that team's place is.
Yeah.
So if you had like the Lions coaching staff coaching the Anaheim Ducks
Yeah.
or something like that, it could be. It could work out, and then you have them mixed with like the Red Wings logo and like the Yankees uniforms or something like So
It's going to be interesting.
it will be interesting, and we're gonna give like a final grade at the end and see how our teams stack up.
Okay.
All right, so your first team, Benjamin.
Damn.
Yeah, I have all of them on here. We have the Oakland Athletics.
So I can. All right. Can I see this?
Yeah, unless you want to do you want to do just football for now, and then we can maybe do the rest next week, because I can just do the NFL teams.
Yeah. Let's do. It'll
Okay.
make it easier.
But yeah, right. Let me bring up NFL.
Holy fuck, that's a lot.
Yeah, it also like I was gonna have two, where it was like, okay, we picked the league and then we picked the team.
Okay.
Okay, so your first team, Benjamin, of the NFL is Seattle Seahawks.
All right.
So you have one of those categories to choose what you would take from the Seahawks.
Stadium.
Okay. Stadium. All right then.
Feel like that's good. That's a good one.
That is a good one. All right, and my first team shall be
The Seahawks.
the New York Jets. Shit. I'm gonna take the city of New York.
Oh, it's technically Jersey.
Yeah, that's true. But I mean,
Fine, I'll
You
let
have-
you. I'll let you have it. It's
you
fine.
have like that whole New York, New Jersey type.
Oh, that's such a good one.
All right, your next team will be.
And we can't take the same ones, right?
We'll see. There's a lot of variation. So
Because
don't
if
think
I
we'll
get the
have to.
Giants,
Oh yeah. Your next team, Chicago Bears. You have a few to choose from there. Audio format.
give me their city.
City of Chicago. That's a good one. That is actually a really good
The
one.
only one I'm thinking is either Detroit or Nashville with the Titans.
Yeah. Or Los Angeles.
No, I don't really care.
No. Yeah. Los Angeles is more of like a.
Well, I've been
A
to
baseball
I've
city.
been to LA. I like Chicago better.
Yeah. Oh yeah. My next team is the Baltimore Ravens. I think I'm gonna go with the Ravens.
Their colors are pretty sick.
The colors are sick. That's what I was thinking. I was like, I can go with the Ravens. Either, I think I might go with the Ravens uniforms.
Yeah, that's a good one.
That is, yeah.
That's hard to beat.
right. Yeah.
They're all black unis.
The all black uniform, or like the purple with black pants
Yeah,
with the gold numbers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's
All
hard to beat.
Your third team of 9 shall be the Indianapolis Colts. That was a tough one.
Yeah. Sorry, we keep on taking your phone.
I mean,
Hold on.
in terms of,
By front office,
I mean, like ownership, GM,
yeah, give me front office.
okay, yeah, that's not bad.
Jim Irsay.
What did Jim say?
Fuck her right in the pussy.
Jesus Christ.
Hey, we're an hour 40 in.
Yeah, there's. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, yeah. Washington. Oh, this says Redskins on here. Washington, the football team from Washington.
Pick their history, dude.
Take their logo.
What, a W?
What a dumb. Oh no, yeah, I was thinking the Redskins logo, but never mind. I'm gonna. Oh, not their stadium. Fuck that.
No, they have the worst stadium in the league.
You
You should just pick their history. It's the best thing about them.
It is, but I'm gonna go with their coaching staff.
You're disgusting.
Why?
Oh, I guess recently it's fine.
Yeah, yeah. Like everything except for the history is current.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That's, yeah. I mean, they did make it all the way to the NFC chip, so.
Right. Yeah. Your fourth team is the Los Angeles Chargers. Chargers uniforms are pretty sweet.
Yeah, but I like Harbaugh. Give me their coaching staff.
Nice. Good pick. The Chargers. All right, here. My fourth team shall be the almost the Lions. Jacksonville Jaguars.
History.
History. I'm gonna go with their stadium.
Okay.
It's
nothing. It's not really anything all that special, but it's the best for what you could do.
It's a newer one too, so it's all right. All right. Your next team,
Lions.
Baltimore Ravens.
All right, what do I got? Ooh. Could we have the same uniform?
I mean, I don't see why not. Because we're going to give them a letter grade at the very end. Or maybe just eyeball it.
Give me their history.
The Ravens' history, eh?
Yes.
All right.
Ray Lewis. Ed Reed.
Joe Flacco. Ravens.
Orlando Brown.
Yeah. Derrick Henry right now. And Lamar.
I think that's a good poll.
That is pretty good. My next team is the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
That's where I would have went with stadium.
Yeah. That's not a bad one at all. Give me the Bucs logo.
Okay. Yeah. Trying to think of the logos out there, you know.
There are some fire ones in the NFL.
Yeah.
Like the Bears current logo with the bear face.
Pretty solid.
The Texans one, I've always been a fan of the Houston Texans logo.
Yeah.
The Ravens.
I like the Steelers logo. I know you don't like the Steelers.
But the Steelers logo, I can get behind that. That one's pretty classic.
Miami.
Miami Dolphins. The old Miami Dolphins logo is better than this one, though, but their current Dolphins logo is not too bad.
I used to be an adventurer like he was, and then I took an arrow to the knee.
Who else? Who else has a really cool logo? The Broncos. Broncos have a sweet logo.
Yeah, Broncos do.
All right. I will. Or your next team is Z.
Lions.
Arizona Cardinals.
Ooh.
Now you have some options there.
Give me their logo.
Okay. Yeah, that's not bad.
I don't really like their unis all that much.
Nah, yeah,
and their fan base.
Their fan base is yeah. So for check-in, you have uniforms, team roster, and fan base to go, and I have history, front office, team roster, and fan base.
Okay.
So we still have yet to choose our rosters and fan base.
We're waiting for the big boys.
we're waiting for some good teams.
Or else we just get screwed.
Yeah. The Denver Broncos. Ooh. Give me the Broncos front office.
That's decent. Isn't John Elway like a minority owner?
I thought John Elway was like
The owner?
a president or something.
Yeah, John Elway's definitely in that front office.
Yeah, so that's not a bad
And you
pick.
still got Peyton too, Peyton Manning in there.
Yeah,
So that's pretty good.
that's a decent one. All right, and your next team is the Arizona Cardinals again.
Fuck. Can I respin?
Nope. I mean, you still have a couple options.
Give me their fans.
Okay, that's not bad at all. I mean, I don't think there's really like a bad fan base.
Well,
in the
I was
NFL.
I honestly, you know what I was like hoping to get like the Bears or Raiders or something, so I could get their fan base for
Yeah.
how delusional they are.
Or the Bills.
Yeah,
Yeah, that would be fun.
but their uniforms are so fucking. Eh.
Yeah. Oh, come on, Arizona Cardinals.
I'm definitely not taking their roster.
Okay, yeah, I'll take the Cardinals fan base as well. We have two of the same. Oh no, we don't. Well,
One
we
of
have
the same.
Yeah, we have one of the same. We have a few similar teams though.
That's
We both
fine.
have the Ravens and we both have the Cardinals. Okay.
Pretty even right now, honestly.
Indeed. So you have two more options. You have uniforms and team roster.
We have to put a poll up on Instagram.
You might have to. You're either one of those. You will choose from the LA Rams.
Ooh. Unis.
Rams unis, not a bad pick. The old navy blue and yellow ones.
Even
Those are
the
sweet.
even the new gray, the gray ones that they have.
Not a big fan of those.
I am.
I don't know. I do like their helmets though. I mean, their helmets have stayed pretty much the same.
Yeah.
Alrighty, I have history and team roster. Let's see what we will get. Miami Dolphins. Give me the Dolphins history, dude. Fuck, yes. Oh, yeah, there we go. That's a good one. First undefeated Super Bowl team, 72.
Cooked. Chat.
That
I'm
was
cooked.
That was a good pull.
Chat. I'm cooked.
Your team roster will include.
Lions.
It says your choice. Should we?
Lions.
Again?
Lions.
All right.
It's your choice. I picked the Lions.
Lions. All right, my team roster will be. Please don't give me the fucking.
Fuck them over.
The Pittsburgh Steelers.
So you'll make it to the playoffs and lose every year.
Yeah. Pretty much. All right.
We would have to put a poll on Instagram probably.
Yeah.
That's fine.
So your. Wait, what did you choose for the logo?
Cardinals. No,
Oh, did you? I put logo for some reason.
I don't remember.
I think you did take the Cardinals logo. So you have Cardinals logo, Rams unis, Ravens history, Colts front office, Chargers coaching staff, Lions roster, Seahawks stadium, Cardinals fan base in Chicago. And then I have the Bucks logo, Ravens unis, Dolphins history, Broncos front office, Commanders coaching staff, Steelers team roster, Jag stadium, Cardinals fan base in New York or / New Jersey. So, and you were saying make the playoffs every year and lose. I have the Dolphins history, which might not be any better. Yeah, might not be much.
Your current history is not great right now.
Yeah, not great.
You have a quarterback that is dying from head trauma.
Yeah, but I have the Steelers roster though, so I have a quarter. I don't know who my fucking quarterback is right
Yeah,
now.
so
Yeah, that's rough. At least we play in black and purple with the Buccaneers logo. Yep.
with a tight end that drops the ball in the most crucial moment.
Yeah. Hey, but I mean, do you have shit? I think you might have me beat on that one. They have the Lions roster with the Ravens history. How many Super Bowls have the Ravens won? Just one?
I don't know.
I think it might be one or two.
How many Super Bowls have the Ravens won?
The Baltimore Ravens have won 2 Super Bowls, Super Bowl 35 and Super Bowl 47.
Maybe
Okay.
I would get the Lombardi tatted on
See
me.
how many Super Bowls the Dolphins have won. I think it's 3.
How many Super Bowls have the Dolphins won?
The Miami Dolphins have won the Super Bowl twice in
Twice.
1972. and
So we're even.
Oh, okay. So it comes down to pretty much how the team performs on the field, and I think the Lions would beat the Steelers because nothing else really matters
Yeah.
except for maybe the coaching staff and the roster. But you have the Chargers coaching staff behind the Lions,
Yeah.
and I have the Commanders coaching staff behind the Steelers, which it might as well just be the Steelers by themselves.
Yeah.
But the Commanders did get to the
Chip.
NFC Championship.
Yeah.
So,
We'll put a poll out.
yeah, we'll see. Maybe next week we can do MLB.
Yeah, and I'll
Yeah.
know fucking nothing. But
Yeah.
it's all right. All right, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. We'll see you. We'll see you soon.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out. But anyways.